Research, it's the engine of knowledge. It propels us forward. There are many ways to investigate our world. Two common methods are experimental studies and causal comparative studies. Both seek to uncover causal relationships. They want to know why things happen. But their approaches differ. Understanding these differences is crucial for researchers. It allows them to choose the most appropriate method. Experimental studies are like controlled experiments. Imagine a laboratory. Scientists manipulate variables in a controlled environment. This allows them to isolate the effects of specific factors. A key feature of experimental studies is random assignment. Participants are randomly assigned to different groups or treatments. This ensures that groups are similar at the outset. Any differences observed later are likely due to the manipulated variable. Causal comparative studies, also known as ex post facto studies, work differently. These studies examine relationships after they have occurred naturally. Researchers do not manipulate variables. Instead, they observe and analyze existing data. For example, researchers might compare the stress levels of individuals who exercise regularly to those who do not. Or they might investigate the impact of socioeconomic status on academic achievement. This approach is useful when manipulating variables is impractical or unethical. The key difference: experimental studies involve direct manipulation. Causal comparative studies do not. Let's illustrate with examples. Imagine researchers want to study the effects of a new teaching method on student performance. In an experimental study, they would randomly assign students to two groups. One group would receive instruction using the new method. The other group would receive traditional instruction. In a causal comparative study, researchers would compare the performance of students who were already exposed to the new teaching method with those who were not. By carefully analyzing the data, researchers can draw inferences about the potential impact of the teaching method. However, they cannot definitively conclude that the teaching method caused the observed differences. In conclusion, both experimental and causal comparative studies contribute valuable insights. Understanding their strengths and limitations is essential for conducting rigorous and impactful research.